One of City's all-time most popular players. He's never had a fight until tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's raising money for a local disabled child from Scotland. Scott, the Kit Murray!
So a controversial entry for Scott Murray to the tune of Good Night Irene.
He seemed pretty switched on to the fight. I don't think he seemed to notice hardly. I think he's absolutely focused on the next 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Working for Mercedes, it's Kai Two-Tone Thomas.
So Kai Thomas has got some
And
supporters
on the
here.
red corner, hoping not to be washing blood out of his kit tonight, it's Scott the Kit Murray! 3 rounds, each lasting 2 minutes for one final time this evening. Over to Tony.
So alongside us, we've got Dwayne the Gas Man Winters. You've been sparring with Scott. How good is he?
He's a lot better than what he was 3 weeks ago. He's improved so much over his sparring, and hopefully he gets a win tonight.
So even though you're the Gas Man, a big Rovers fan, you're hoping Scott's going to win, are you?
Yeah, definitely. I know he's a City fan, but you've got to help the Bristol lad out, so I hope he wins tonight.
Okay, thanks. We'll get your views at the end of the round. So there he is, Scott Murray in the red then, against Kai Thomas in the black. And Kai Thomas, the bigger boxer of the two, certainly, but Scott Murray really looking the part, Richard, I think.
Yeah, he's got the crouch, hasn't he, in the peekaboo style. Floyd Patterson, wasn't it, peekaboo style? Going back a bit. But Scotty's looked the part in the gym. He's obviously worked hard for this, and he's going to give it his all.
Yeah, Dwayne alongside me and Jane Couch have been helping him out, so he's been well schooled, but it looks like he needs to against this guy. Kai Thomas, 25 from Swindon, works for Mercedes, but he's trying to look like a Rolls Royce here tonight in the ring. And Scott gets a good jab out of the way then, and he's getting some great support as well. Not surprising here at Ashton Gate, of course. But Scott Murray is a winner, of course, and he, in front of his home crowd, he certainly won't want to let them down. He's got a very correct guard, and he's just looking for the moment to get that jab in and then follow up with a right. Slightly caught as he came in there by Kai Thomas. But certainly Scott Murray doesn't look fazed by the atmosphere, does he?
He looks totally switched on. As I say, his eyes have got a steely look about them. He's taken a couple of sharp shots already, and there's not much in it, has to be said.
No, professional sportsman mentality is switched in for Scott Murray. Still mixes in that environment, of course, in the dressing room and here at Ashton Gate with the first team as the kit man. Tonight he wants to be the hit man. So boxing well within himself, and then throws a right, but then turns his back, which is not the way to go. And Dwayne, that's not the way to turn, is it? Don't turn your back ever.
No, never turn your back in a fight. It's a close fight at the moment, but hopefully in the next couple of rounds he'll up it a bit, and his fitness will come through, and he'll get that win.
Yep, so Scott Murray's first round of boxing there went reasonably well. It was pretty even. But the crucial thing for Scott is he's got a good style, a good stance, he's got a good guard there, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He's just got to get through the next round. Hopefully he works off his jab this round and moves his head a little bit more. But he's doing fine at the moment.
So Dwayne is just saying, Richard, that he thinks that Scott's doing okay, that his fitness will probably come into the fore over the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, he's probably the fittest bloke here tonight, I should think, Scotty, the way he trains. So that could happen. But I must say his opponent looked good as well in that first round. It was some cagey boxing, but a couple of good shots here and there. Good fight.
Certainly is so far. So it's going to be a great fight to end the night here at Ashton Gate. And what I think you can say has definitely been a success. Scott Murray over there in that red corner. His gum shield goes in. And I think he's looking over to Dwayne Winters away to my right, who's giving the thumbs up.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Here we go then for round number 2.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So Scott Murray in the red against Kai Thomas from Swindon in the black. The final rookie to rookie fight. That was a good right hand by Scott. Caught him well over the top, then throws out the jab again. Bit of success then for the Bristol City man in the early stages, and again steps in well and lands. But then takes one himself, and this is a really great contest at the moment. They're both landing shots, but Scott came out in this second round determined to make an impression, and he's certainly doing that at the moment.
Yeah, he started really sharp, but again, there's been a response from his opponent, and this is probably as good a boxing match as we've seen all evening.
Yeah, it certainly is. So Scott Murray intent going forward, looking to land, but then gets caught on his way in by a good right hand by Kai Thomas. Thomas prepared to wait for Murray to come forward to him and then try and pick him off. And another good right hand by Scott Murray. But defensively, he's just catching a few. So Kai Thomas looks quite experienced and prepared to wait for the opening as Scott Murray comes in. He's trying to pick him off with a jab. Jane Couch has now moved ringside, trying to coach Scott Murray. But he's just getting caught too much on the way in, Richard.
Yeah, he's taken some shots. He's got a good chin, hasn't he, Scott? That's the thing. He's trained very hard, and that's showing.
But now he's making some inroads towards the latter stages of the second round. Jane Couch waving him forward. Oh, and Kai Thomas is limping.
His knee seemed to buckle. His knee seemed to buckle there for no reason.
What a shame. Hopefully he'll be able to continue after a big treatment, but it doesn't look likely at the moment. That's a real shame. Must have just twisted awkwardly. And I think he's going to... Let's see what Dwayne thinks. So he's hurt his knee, basically, Dwayne, yeah?
Yeah, it looks like he's hurt his knee. It don't look like he's going to carry on, but if he does, he might get knocked out here.
Seems unlikely he can carry on, but he's very bravely going to go on.
Yeah, he's going to carry on. Hopefully Murray puts the pressure on him now.
If this was a pro fight...
Hopefully he stops him.
If it's a pro fight, you just tell your man to just step in and finish him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Hopefully that's what he's going to do now.
Well, great bravery by Kai Thomas, certainly. And he can hardly stand up. That was either great bravery or foolishness by Kai Thomas, but to carry on like that, amazing.
I think Scott must have kicked him somewhere in the round there. He's more used to kicking than he is to punching. But seriously, he twisted his knee. It looked as though, I could see it right from the moment it happened. His knee seemed to buckle a bit. And yeah, to come back out and still scrap away with basically fighting on one leg was terrific.
Yeah. So, Dwayne, if this was a pro fight, again, you'd probably, as a trainer, you'd pull him out, won't you? But he's fighting for charity. He obviously wants to try and make it to the end.
Yeah, that's it. He's fighting for charity. He wants to make it to the end, even with a bad knee. But I would definitely pull him out at the moment.
Well, he's a very, very brave man. As for Scott Murray, he's looked focused all the way through. Defensively, he's not been so good, but he's thrown some decent shots himself.
Yeah, that's it. His fitness comes through, being an ex-pro pro footballer. So hopefully he carries on doing what he's doing now and boxing and getting his defence back together.
Yep. So here we go, the third and final round then. Scott Murray in the red against Kai Thomas, who's got an injured knee, and Scott Murray trying to land, but actually gets caught. What a brave display by Kai Thomas. Scott Murray trying to get through that jab and trying to land the right hand. And lands with a left there to the chin of Kai Thomas. Just got to try and pick him off. Murray trying to step in, and the leg is really hurting him now, and Scott Murray just needs to keep mobile around the ring and try and land the telling final shot, and gets a good right hand out again, being way forward by Jane Couch inside. Scott Murray just needs to come forward. Dwayne is waving him forward as well. And Scott Murray, and I think he's lost his gum shield, has he? Yes, he has. He's lost his gum shield. So Kai Thomas back into the thick of the action once more. Scott Murray breathing quite deeply as well. Not too long to go. Scott Murray just going forward, looking to finish on a high, and he rocks him with a good shot there. But still Kai Thomas is standing there bravely, gets the jab away, and lands again. Scott Murray finishing with a flourish, but against a very, very brave opponent. Very, very brave opponent indeed. The jab comes out from Kai Thomas again. Scott lands another one. And coming towards the end of the fight now. And Scott coming in again, picked off by the jab once more. Can't be too long left, and there is the bell to end it. Fantastic contest.
Yes, you've got to take your hat off to both fighters there. Scotty did himself proud, did himself justice. He was fit, he took punches, he threw them as well. And the other guy, Kai, terrific effort, only won one leg based in the last couple of rounds, very brave.
Yeah, for the professional view, Dwayne, Scott did a great job there, but Kai Thomas, you've got to give him so much credit for carrying on like that.
Yeah, definitely. They both done a good job in there. It's a close one to call this one, but
I'm suspecting they're going to call it a draw, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I expect. Yeah, I expect a draw. Kai Thomas, he went 2 rounds with a bad knee as well, so I give credit to him. So well done to both of them.
Yeah, certainly did. Very, very brave. You have to be to get in a boxing ring, and we salute them both. Let's wait and see what the verdict is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, for the final absolute battle of the evening, a round of applause to both boxers. After 3 rounds, it has been scored. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner. Scott, please, a round of applause for Kai Thomas.
Well, here's the man who's restored some pride to Scottish boxing tonight after that miserable effort by Colin Cram. Did you enjoy it, Scotty?
I loved it. I think very hard work in there, and as I said, the last 10 weeks training and the 4 weeks I've done with Dwayne, the gas man, Winters, has been, the 4 weeks he's helped me has been absolutely massive. And as I say, I've had Yanis and Ashen trained us at the Empire as well, and as I said, it's been absolutely, it's been absolutely hard work. It's been brilliant, and as I said, Dwayne's dad, the ski man, he's up at Knowles, has been absolutely brilliant with me.
It was a close fight, and obviously Lad was affected a little bit by hurting his ankle. What did you do, kick him?
No, I made sure I wore shin pads. I think, I think he must have went over his ankle or something, but all credit to him for carrying on. I think it'd been quite easy for him to stop and then chuck the towel in. It just showed you the hard work and dedication he's put in over the last 10 weeks.
And we've seen tonight how brave all of you lads have to be, and what happened to Crammy there, he's just spoken to us, said he was caught by an absolute haymaker. You know, that can happen.
That's what he gets for sparking me out and sparring a few weeks ago, is it? No, as I said, these things happen, and as I said, he's been caught with an absolute beauty, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think I got caught with a few tonight as well, and it's not nice getting hit in the face, that's for sure. And as I said, I've enjoyed every single minute. The training's been excellent, and the buzz going out in the ring's been absolutely second to none. And I think my daughter, she's 16 tomorrow, so I think she's just happy that I'm alive for the birthday party, I think, so all good fun.
And did you know your music was going to be hijacked as you came into the ring and Goodnight Irene was coming on?
I think, as I said, Schemer and Dwayne, obviously big Bristol Rovers fans, have been up there training with them for the last month or so, so I had a funny feeling they might try and do something, and I'll have to get them back for that, don't worry.
But overall, Scott, you're fantastic now, a lot of money raised, and that's the main thing.
That's the main thing, I think. The main thing for me is just getting in a boxing ring. I'm not a fighting person whatsoever, and as I said, for me to go in a boxing ring with someone else for 6 minutes, 3 2-minute rounds, that's the proudest thing for me more than anything.
It was a great atmosphere, wasn't it?
It was absolutely brilliant, and I felt a bit sorry for Kai, because obviously the majority of the people here are obviously all Bristol City fans, and holding out Ashton again. Kai's he's a City fan as well, so I think me and him are going to have a pint now, and that's what it's all about. I think when we're in that ring, we're actually trying to beat each other, but I think off the ring, everyone's mates, and that's the main thing for us.